When you're able to improve your weeks turn into months, your months turn into years, and your years turn into your life. So small improvements like this at the micro level can make a bigger impact than you might think. Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Jills and I talk all about health, wellness, and self-development for women. So if that's something you want to learn more about, be sure to hit the red subscribe button below, as well as the notification bell so you don't miss when I put out any new videos. So in today's video, I wanted to share some really practical hacks or ways to improve your week so you can start improving your life. Now, I think we all know that having a good productive week and feeling prepared on a Sunday is just the best freaking feeling ever. So let me just jump right on in so you can start making progress towards your goals and becoming your best self. So the first thing I recommend when you want to improve your week and make it more productive and more enjoyable is to plan it out. And I know that might seem obvious, but let me show you really detailed how I do it and what I mean by this. So every Sunday I take about 30 minutes or so to sit down at my desk and fill out my planner and plan my week out. And by the way, I have this really cute planner from Papier, I think that's how you say it, and I love it, and you can monogram it too, which I love a good monogram. Anyway, I write down everything that I need to do and want to do for the week ahead. So this includes work-related things, personal errands, appointments, date night, time with friends, checking out that new restaurant that just opened, whatever. So this isn't just stuff you need to do, but fun stuff too. So once you have your list for the week, pick and choose what days you'd like to do what and write it down. And of course, be sure not to overload yourself or stress yourself out too much, because remember that life is a marathon, not a sprint, and we're not going to have an improved week or an improved life if we're feeling burnt out or our health tanks. And if you want to take this an extra step further, this can help you to be more productive and just more intentional with your time, is to use Google Calendar or something like that and plan out your week hour by hour, basically time blocking your week out. And this might sound intense if you've never done this before, but filling out basically all of your to-dos and making it work perfectly on a weekly spread is just extremely satisfying, and it makes your week so much less stressful because you know exactly when you're going to do everything, you know exactly how much you're going to get done, and you don't have to stress about it. You don't have to be, ruminating and having all these anxious thoughts in your head. Am I going to get something done? Because you know you're going to get that done on Thursday. And you don't have to think about it until Thursday. Oh, and you can color code this too. So not only is this very satisfying to look at, but it also kind of helps you to see approximately how much time you're spending on each task. If you do this, I always recommend you anticipate a little bit of time for the unexpected, because sometimes things do come up, whether it's random tech issues or something that just gets brought up that you have to deal with right away. So if you add a little bit of that flex time in there into your calendar, it makes it so when things do pop up, they don't stress you out. And if you end up not needing that time, not needing to use that extra time, then you can use that to either get ahead or to rest. Some people truly thrive off of creating a schedule like this and sticking to it. However, not everyone is like this. Some people need routine and consistency and to follow a detailed plan, but other people need flexibility. They need more of that flexibility within their day. So it's important to know which one you are and which one you thrive off of. I'm actually a person that thrives off of flexibility, and that took me a really long time to figure out. So if you're like me, I still follow the same process and I create a weekly to-do list and plan it out all detailed in Google Calendar, but I keep myself open to changes. If I need to reprioritize or switch something up, it's not a big deal. I just make the change in my calendar or my planner and move on with my day. However, when I do that, I still remain very conscious of my weekly to-do list, and I kind of reorganize my Google Calendar to account for this change. So before I basically embark on a new task, something that I wasn't planning on doing, I'll reorganize my Google Calendar real quick. It only takes like 1 or 2 minutes to do this, and I make sure that everything still fits and that I'm still able to get everything done that I want to. And having this flexibility and not stressing myself out for not doing things exactly when I told myself I would do them has just made my weeks so much smoother, and I'm able to follow my own natural energy levels and creativity levels, and I end up getting more done. Another thing that helps you to have an improved week, whether you thrive off of flexibility or not, because this is really just helpful for everyone, is to figure out your top 3 priorities. What are your top 3 priorities for the week, and what are your top 3 priorities for each day? And that's part of the reason why I love this planner, honestly, is because it actually has that in there already, and I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. It's not an affiliate link or anything, I just really like it. But if you're focusing on your bigger to-dos and checking off your top 3 priorities every single day and getting them done, then you will make progress towards your goals. So many times we get caught up dealing with silly little things that don't actually move the needle, that don't actually bring us closer to our goals. Things like emails and just little things here and there. They take our attention away from the big picture. So I'm a really big fan of being clear of your top 3 goals or priorities every single day. And then you know if you got that done, that you had a pretty good day. Another thing that I mentioned that I want to touch on real quick when it comes to improving your week is to schedule fun stuff into your calendar too. If you don't start taking control of your week, then your to-do list is going to start taking control of you. So it's so important to start scheduling fun stuff in your calendar that you can look forward to and schedule time in your week to try that new thing that you really want to do. We are not here on this earth to just check off our to-do list and then die. We're here to live, we're here to love, we're here to enjoy and try new things. And if we don't intentionally add these things into our week, into our calendar, then we tend to get swept up into our to-dos and we let these things go. They just kind of fall off our radar. And then a year goes by and you realize, wait, I never picked up running again like I wanted to. Or I never did this or that. And doing these things throughout your week, making time for these things throughout your week, makes your week so much more exciting and fulfilling and fun. And also at the macro level, we'll also be doing a whole heck of a lot more with our lives on this earth. The next way to improve your week is when you go to plan out your week every Sunday or whenever you do it, just take a few minutes to review your big goals. You know, the ones that you set for yourself at the beginning of the year. Now, make sure when you're planning out your week and creating your to-do list that you're taking these big goals into account. So many times we make these big goals for ourselves for January 1st of the new year and we're really excited about them, but as time goes on, they kind of slowly fade away. We get caught up in the little to-dos. We don't focus on the big picture as much. You know, we get caught up in sending that email and taking in the dry cleaning, and the life goals that we set for ourselves slowly fade away. But that doesn't have to be the case. So when you plan out your week, take a second to think back to your goals and ask yourself, is my schedule or my to-do list supportive of these goals? Am I taking my goals into account? Am I making progress towards my goals? Are my goals still the same or have they changed? Because it's totally okay to make tweaks and change direction if you feel like you need to. But when we actually make progress towards our big goals, our life becomes so much more fulfilling and satisfying and just feels so good. And as humans, we have an innate, constant need to be growing and evolving, and if we're not, we feel stagnant and unfulfilled. So taking a few extra minutes to make sure what's in your planner is aligned with your big goals is a surefire way to improve your week and improve your life. Another hack to greatly improve your week is to disconnect from social media more, but more importantly, to be more intentional with when you are on there. So a big way to have a happier and more productive week is to start time blocking your social media and eliminate all social media notifications. I just recently started doing this and it has made a world of a difference. So don't pick up your phone and scroll social media throughout the day. Decide on a small chunk of time to time block when you want to go on social media and when you can scroll and respond to messages, and stick to that time block only. I also recommend that you turn off all notifications too. Just seeing notifications pop up on your screen makes it so much harder to stay off your phone and to stay focused on whatever task it is that you're doing. And honestly, when you don't see these notifications popping up, you just kind of forget about it and you stay focused more on you and your life. There's nothing wrong with social media. It's fun, it has some really great memes, and it's a good way to connect with other people, but just make sure that you're using it intentionally and purposefully only at certain times of the day. I know this sounds like a hack to make your week more boring and less fun, but I promise you it's not. Once you start doing this, I swear you'll see how much more focused you are, how much more you get done, and how much happier you are. This might be hard at first, but after a day or two, it feels so good and I am so much more productive and so much more at peace. So I highly recommend you try this. This might be a less exciting one, but a surefire way to have a better week is to be in a clean and cozy environment. These are just facts. So spend time on Sunday washing your clothes and putting them away, cleaning off the counters, and organizing the clutter. This might not be a super fun thing to do, but spending just a little bit of time doing this and kind of beautifying and cleaning your environment and your space can do so much for your mental health and can make you feel so much lighter. And in turn, this makes you feel more productive and happier. Sometimes as an adult, we have to do things that we don't really want to do because we know we need to or because we know it makes us feel so much better. And I feel like cleaning is one of those things. Next, focus on shifting your perspective when it comes to the week ahead. You have the power to choose how you see the world. You can either see the week ahead as overwhelming and anxiety-inducing or boring, or you can see it as an opportunity. You can see it as a time to be grateful for the ability to live your purpose or find your purpose. Life is really all about perspective. If you feel anxious for the week ahead, try to reframe these thoughts. Anxiety and excitement actually have very similar feelings in the body. So instead of telling yourself that you're anxious, tell yourself that you're excited. Mindset is everything, and this took me years and years and years to learn. But once you start taking this part of your life seriously, this is when the biggest shifts occur. Shift your perspective, shift your life. Hope these tips help you to have a better week, a better year, and a better life. These are all pretty big game changers for me, so I hope that you find them valuable too. And let me know if you plan on implementing any of these tips or if you have any to share. Please share them below. Thanks for watching, guys, and be sure to watch these 2 videos right here, and I hope you have a greatly improved week. Oh, and like and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, see you next time.